James Madison's Second Inaugural Address, March 4th, 1813, about to add the solemnity of an oath to the obligations imposed by a second call to the station of Chief Magistrate, I find in the presence of this respectable assembly an occasion for recalling the confidence with which my fellow citizens have again confided in me the trust of their highest interests. Such an expression of their public voice, pronounced under circumstances so imposing, claims my profound gratitude and devotion. That confidence pledges me to a zealous perseverance in the same faithful discharge of the duties of the office, which marked my former endeavors to fulfill them. In administering the government in times of peace, I have been guided by the principles laid down by my predecessors, and I trust that the same principles will not be abandoned in times of war. The situation of the world, and especially of our own country, calls for the most earnest appeals to the spirit of patriotism and the blessings of Providence. The present war has been forced upon us by the injustice of a foreign power, whose repeated violations of our neutral rights and sovereignty left no alternative but resistance or a surrender of those rights and that independence which our fathers achieved. In the contest thus reluctantly commenced, the United States seek no conquest, no aggrandizement, no indemnity for the past beyond the defense of their rights. They are animated by no passions, but those of honor and duty. Our beloved country, blessed with a free constitution and enlightened citizens, has made great progress in prosperity and happiness. Yet it is not exempt from the trials which test the virtue of nations as of men. It is at such moments that a nation is most called to examine its conduct, to correct its errors, and to strengthen itself by a return to those principles which gave it birth. A devout confidence in the overruling providence of God, an humble submission to His will, and a firm reliance on the wisdom of His dispensations will enable us to bear the trials of the present crisis and to look forward with hope to the future. While the public force shall be employed in maintaining the rights and honor of the nation, the public councils will continue to cultivate peace with all nations, consistent with the safety and independence of the United States. The progress of the war will be carefully watched, and all the means compatible with the Constitution will be employed to bring it to a just and honorable conclusion. In this course, the government will rely on the patriotism, the valor, and the virtue of the American people, and on the blessing of that Almighty Being who has hitherto protected the rights of this nation and guided it through so many difficulties. With an humble sense of my own deficiencies and an unshaken confidence in the support of my fellow citizens, I enter on the duties of the station to which I have been called, with a solemn prayer to heaven for the guidance of its counsels and the protection of its arms.